Welcome to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead. If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into the...
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two bowls of... Wait,
We're
no.
two blueberries in a bowl.
We're just two
of
blueberries floating in a bowl of tomato soup. I get confused sometimes.
It's okay.
It's because I'm old.
It's okay.
See, what happened was my cat is staring at me right now, the big cat, Chappie.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me like he's either going to murder me or jump on me, and I got distracted, so...
And this is riveting podcasting.
It really is. My cats are very important to me.
Okay.
So I guess this is going to be our Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we had
I
a
don't
long
intend to
meeting.
record until the next decade, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Neither do I, you know? Oh, hey, the school's calling me. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Oh, I declined it. They're just telling me that my child has a school program tomorrow evening that I should remember to attend. So at 7:30
So
at
last
night.
time, I went to one a couple weeks ago, and I told you, I don't know if I didn't tell the recording listeners.
The audience.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
That's what you call them, anyway.
Or whatever. Yeah, the audience. I'm sorry. I've been up since like 4. And then I worked 9 hours, and then I came
No,
home
I
and
get
did
it.
this. Yeah. And it's still 5 p.m., so I've had a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I had this one, and my ex-husband, being the, ball of joyful delight that he is, sent me a text at like 10 a.m. that day saying, "Are you coming to the show tonight?" And I was like, fuck, what show? It's not on the calendar. And so I went to the website to find out the time and everything. And so I found out the time, and I was like, I don't know, I have to work because I'm on mandatory overtime right now.
Yeah.
So I was able to make it, and of course the fucking book fair's there.
Oh,
so my daughter's
goddamn,
like...
the book fair.
Well, luckily Gentleman Caller came with me, which is good, and there was all these people that were hugging me because I haven't been at the school since I was like in the PTA. And so they're all... and he's all uncomfortable because, they all knew me married. But it was fine. But my daughter was like, "Can you buy me a book? Can I have something? Can I have something? Can I have something?" I'm like, "Ask your dad."
Yeah, perfect.
And she did, and of course he bought her something because that's what martyrs do. So,
yeah, you have to.
And then she was like, "Look at all this stuff I got." I'm like, "Cool. Let's go out to dinner."
Nice. We went to Savers yesterday. I'll try not to draw this out too far, but my son was with me, my 9-year-old, just him and my mom, the three of us at Savers, because I was trying to find him some long-sleeve shirts, because we live in Minnesota, but somehow he has 0 long-sleeve shirts, so...
It's like my wardrobe. All my dresses are
very
spaghetti
weird.
strap. It's weird.
Yeah, so we were looking for that, but he figured out he'd never been to a Savers before, and he saw a kid walking around with a Nerf gun. He's like, "I think they have Nerf guns here, oh my god!" So we had to go look at the toy section, and there were random Nerf guns strewn about the floor and the, what's the thing they call that they put the shelves?
Oh, yes.
If you've never been to a Savers,
I've never been to a Savers.
Most organized.
Is it like a Ross where it's just kind of chaos?
I don't know what a Ross is, but it's a lot like the Salvation Army. Yeah, it's a thrift shop. I mean, it's a total thrift shop.
It's not like Ross then. Ross
No,
is like
everything's used.
Ross is like the ones that don't pass inspection necessarily. They're the slightly default or
okay.
The odd ones, defective, but they're still passable. Like I have these the fantastic sandals that I wore to the party in St. Louis. I got at Ross for $6.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and they're all sparkly like gladiator sandals. They're fantastic.
Yeah, this is it's more like a Goodwill. Like everybody donates stuff.
Okay. Yeah, well, the only ones we have here are religious. We have like Christian Coalition. Well,
Savers
and all that
is
shit.
Nice because it's an epilepsy foundation, so it's like the only one.
Why don't we have that here?
People donate, but the money goes to the epilepsy foundation.
See, I would donate to that. I don't like the Salvation Army,
right? Or Goodwill. Goodwill has problems too.
I have problems with Goodwill too, and I definitely have problems with the Christian Coalition.
Oh yeah,
I do like the halfway houses. That's where I donate my furniture to.
Okay. So anyway, Savers sells all of their stuff way too expensive. Like, they need to stop being so ridiculous. But we went and looked at all these Nerf guns.
Oh, so it's the upscale thrift store.
No, it's not even upscale. It's just overpriced. It's ridiculous. So my son is looking at all the Nerf guns, and he found one that he really liked. He's like, no way. This one, he's pretending to shoot people with it. And
as you do.
He's like, but it was $14.99.
This is for that in Texas or you'll get shot back.
Nerf gun. Well, there were two kids there. They clearly were brothers, and they were running around just shooting at each other.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
my son clearly wanted to join in, but was like, I know they're strangers, and I'm not supposed to.
But they're kids. Are kids really strangers?
That's true. They were about his age.
It's this whole line, like, when you go to a play place, the kids all become instant best friends.
They really do. And you figure out which one is the leader very quickly.
It's always my kid. It's the one that's punching everybody.
It's usually my son.
It's like, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to throw you down the slide. I'm like, don't say that in Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they're going to think I'm a bad mom.
X-name.
He probably looked at 10 Nerf guns and compared the prices on them and the pros and the cons. And by the end of it, he picked out the Nerf Rebel, which is a purple crossbow that is
That's fantastic.
Marketed to girls. Mm-hmm. And it's very pretty. And he did not flinch once. He picked it up and he's like, I like this one. He liked the feel of it. It was electric, so it made a whirring sound. Nice. It was only $8.99 instead of $14.99.
Does it have those darts that are like weighted on the end?
It didn't have any darts with it, so I'm assuming it just goes with regular.
I got all my kids' crossbows because why wouldn't I?
Of course. Real ones, I hope.
Well, yeah, it's Texas.
No? Yeah.
But,
okay.
I mean, that's just for public school. It's like ruler, scissors, glue, crossbow.
Crossbow, yeah.
Yeah. But no, those Nerf crossbows are they're fun.
Yeah, it looked really fun. And he either didn't notice or didn't care that it was one of the quote-unquote girl Nerf guns.
I don't think he cares.
I'm like, that thing is awesome. Let's bring it home. So I had to text Mr. With a Y and my older son, and I wasn't too worried about them teasing him because they don't do that shit. But I'm like, look, we're coming home with a purple Nerf gun, and neither of you better say a goddamn thing about it. Do not tease him. He is very proud of it, and he likes it, and just shut the fuck up if you're thinking about it. Because they wouldn't be mean about it, but I could see them being like, oh, well, that's interesting. Interesting choice. Like, yeah. So anyway, he still loves it as far as I can tell. It's a great little Nerf gun.
That's awesome. I'm happy for him.
What were we talking about again?
We were going to talk about Christmas, but you just had to go off on this tangent.
Oh, well, I need to read the patrons, but before I do that, we have been the target of harassment in the podcast community.
Which is adorable. It's real cute.
I don't know if people have been keeping up on this, but there is this show in Canada.
No one listens to Canadian shows.
No, what's the show called?
Red Green Show? No, that's not.
Do you remember? I think that was on public TV.
Something with Celine Dion. I don't know. No.
I think it had...
Paul Schaefer is on it?
It had a direction in it, like north of the tundra or something.
Probably. That's probably it.
South of Moose Creek. I don't know. But there's this podcast that is targeting us for mean-spirited ads and just general cruelty. Right. And on their last episode...
I mean, it's their attempt at cruelty. I listen to them.
It really is. They're Canadians. How cruel can you be? Like, they haven't gotten our prank yet. I mean,
you can hit me where I live and it's okay. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah. They have no idea what's coming in the mail to them. It's going to be fantastic. And I told them that they need to either do a video unboxing.
I would like an unboxing video.
They at least need to unbox it while they're together recording the podcast, because I need to get their reactions to the fantastic Christmas gift that I mailed them.
They have some absurd accusations lately. It's been it's silly.
So the whole thing on their last episode was like, are we Russian spies?
So silly. It's super silly.
Like, I don't really... Have you listened to us talk? Have you heard my Minnesota accent?
Right.
Amy.
I haven't been to Russia since the election. Wait.
I don't even like Russian. I don't like vodka. Like, you probably like vodka more than I do. But
I drink vodka more than water.
And it's cold there. Why would I even want to go there? Like, it's cold enough here.
It keeps your vodka cold.
Is the borscht ready? Also, where is the cat?
What? What now?
Mashtka, is the borscht ready? Also, where is the cat?
Okay. Leave. Just get out of here. Go, 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 go.
Amy, control your children.
Go. Oh my God. I don't know what that was all about. I try not to have my kids appear on the show.
She's clearly an American citizen. Her children were just born with Russian accents. It's weird.
It's very strange. The doctors
It's an
told
anomaly.
me that it's a birth
My
defect.
children have Russian accents too. It's real weird.
It's a weird birth defect. I don't quite understand it. There's some old lady in Russia
Everyone
who
in
writes
Texas
to him
has a
and
Russian
claims
accent.
to be
This
his
is totally
grandmother. This is I don't know what he's. We're 100% American. We eat red meat and play the baseball.
I'm as American as a bread line and vodka. Like that's just
as American cheese and crackers.
Exactly. As an American John Kennedy.
What I'm saying is their accusations are completely baseless, and they need to stop harassing and...
Decidedly absurd.
It really is, and I'm glad that Trump is finally in the White House so that he can really crack down on these libel laws and these,
I'm just glad he's keeping those dirty foreigners north of the border, because I don't want them anywhere near us.
We don't need those illegals coming down here, taking our jobs, trying to change our culture.
Oh, I'm on mandatory overtime. They can have my job.
Ugh. I heard they don't work very hard because, they have the nanny state that just gives them free health care. Like,
what is
hands out the health care like it's cotton candy.
Like, literally, what is health care? I haven't had health care in 2.5 years.
I mean, it's something to do with, like, a nurse or a doctor, but I'm not sure how that works. If it's that they make a nurse live with you at your house, or...
I'm going to go to the hospital and say, whose dick do I have to suck to get my wellness exam? Does that work?
Well, it could work in Texas. It's not going to work in Canada because they're not profane in Canada.
But the problem is, last time I did that, my wellness exam took place in the parking lot, and I don't think he was a doctor. So
did he at least use gloves?
I mean...
Like, buckskin leather gloves don't count. Like the kind that you wear to a home break-in. I'm talking about, like, surgical gloves.
See, it was... The whole thing was kind of hinky. I was a little... But, it comes around that time where you need your wellness exam. There's a hospital just around the corner, so I'm, maybe I should ask inside the hospital, not just in the parking lot.
Yeah, what else?
I don't know.
So, anyway, we're going to win this prank war because I spent $20 on shipping.
Their accusations are insane. And I would have, like, a cutting retort, but I literally can't remember any of their names, so I don't even know who to respond to.
I feel like there's a lot that start with a K. I remember the letter K.
Maybe it's a
lot of them. There's like a K, and a K.
Multiple times.
It's a lot of Ks.
I don't know.
They all sound very similar. And I suppose if we wanted to be nice, we could put a link in our show notes just so that you guys can listen and see what garbage it is that they're spewing about us.
Just listen to the second. Don't. I mean, I feel bad for them. But you can listen to them trying to be mean to us.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
No,
it's cute. It's really cute. It is. It's kind of adorable.
It's like when a cat tries to drive a car.
Right. Or start an Instagram account. Like, it's just adorable. Speaking of which, you can follow my cat on Instagram if you're not already. I'll put a link in the show notes. They're amazing. I have the greatest cats. They're not Russian at all.
No.
They're just cats.
Did you see that?
And I don't like the insinuation that they are. Anyway.
Did you see that meme about the Jewish family? It was just one of these little memes. It's this Jewish family that put up a Christmas tree and a stocking for their cat. And the kids were like, Mom, we're Jewish. She's like, yeah, but our cats, we don't know what religion we are, what religion they are. We don't want to assume. It's so cute.
Oh my God.
There's some actress that she's decided her cat is Jewish and he has like a Star of David on his collar. I can't remember who it is.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's cute, though, because then you can celebrate Hanukkah. Well, it's probably not respectful. But, I mean...
Probably not.
If you're not Christian either, so, it's probably just like... I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
But that way you can
I thought everybody was Christian. That's part of being American, right? Don't you have to... I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm Christian because I'm fully American.
Even in the break room and... So, okay. Here's a touching Christmas story. I'm in this... liberal
Are you
women.
touching somebody in this story?
No.
Because I don't want it to get inappropriate. This is a family show.
I'm in this liberal women's group, and they're amazing, and, it's kind of nice to know that you're not alone in this big sea of tomato soup. And it's big. It's a really big group. And they were posting one of those, what's something you have, what's something you need post. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen those floating around.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, it's, you have something, everybody has something that they're willing to part with or spare. And then other people will post what they need and maybe that matches up. Like, I have a whole fucking storage unit full of furniture. I'm sure there's people out there that need furniture. You know?
Yeah.
I have 2 couches in my living room right now. Anyway, it's this whole thing. So I posted that I had this whole storage unit full of furniture and, you know, small appliances if anyone needed anything. And then I just posted that I've been working crazy overtime just trying to scrape together for Christmas for my kids. And this lady commented, you know, what do you need? I'm like, no, seriously, I'm just going to focus on memories this year. I'm not really, you know, doing anything. It's not a big deal. She sent me a message. She was like, look, you look fun. You look like a nice person. I want to do what I can to make your Christmas magical for your kids. And I was like, no. You know, I was like, no, it's fine. I've got this. I'm fine. And she was like, how many kids do you have? What are their ages? And I told her, and she was like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, well, I have to work all morning, but I'll meet you. And so she's like, okay, I'll meet you at this park that's near my house. Because I told her, like, kind of cross streets where I lived. And so she was like, I'm going to meet you. Make it easy for you. So I swung by my house, picked up gentleman caller so I didn't get murdered. And she had her husband in the car. And she gave us, you know, this little tin of gift cards. And then she gave me, like, this chocolates box and some socks for me. Because she was like, I wanted to do something special for you, too. Yeah. And, you know, we chatted, and it was nice, and they were super sweet. And then we left. We went our separate ways. And he opened it when we were driving. He was like, holy fuck, Amy. I was like, what? He was like, this is $300.
Oh, my God.
I know. I was expecting, like, you know, $20 or $50 or whatever. Like, I wasn't even expecting anything, actually.
Yeah.
But that's, like, my kid's entire Christmas, which is...
That's amazing.
I know. And it's a non-Christian, liberal woman who just... She was like, look, we've had shitty years. Her husband was there. She was like, we've had shitty years. We've all been there. I just want... We had a good year, and we're in a good place now, and I want to kind of, like, help.
You know what, though? I would love to be able to do that.
I want to be able to do that.
Like, if I was in that... someday I would love to... And I've done that in the past for people.
She totally blew my mind. Like, I was not expecting... And I didn't even tell her... I mean, I didn't tell her we had 6 kids. They're all American kids. They're all strong American kids with red meat.
They're red-blooded. They eat the meat, and... Okay.
I didn't tell him we had, you know, 6 kids between the 2 of us because I didn't want to be greedy. But he was like, she wanted you to tell her the truth. I'm like, So,
yeah.
Anyway, that's
sweet.
I was, like, bawling on Saturday.
Oh.
One of them was for Old Navy, so I went to Old Navy and got them all Christmas Eve pajamas. So, I went inside Old Navy.
It's a weird year, because my kids really... This year, there's nothing big they want. Like...
Mine only want Joy-Cons. And so...
I don't even know what that is. What's a Joy-Con?
Okay, those are things that stick to... They go on the side of the Switch.
Okay, I know what a Switch is.
They're the controllers.
Are they the colorful things?
Yeah. They slide off and they slide back on, and their Joy-Cons are broken. So every time they come over, they take my Joy-Cons, and I want to give them Joy-Cons that are different colors so they stop stealing my Joy-Cons. Because we're never sure if they're switching them out or not.
Yeah.
And then my daughter, she got an American Girl doll from her grandma. So I hope she doesn't listen. No, she won't. I'm going to make her a sleeping bag for her American Girl dolls.
Aw,
those little
so cute
sleeping bags. So
yeah,
she's gonna watch me do it because I have to work until the weekend. So. Yeah.
I need to make a couple of t-shirts for my teenager because I've been so fucking busy I can't even go to a store, and I try to do as much like used or secondhand stuff as I can, even for Christmas, just because of the principle of it and the cost. But
I try to make as much as I can.
Yeah, but my older son's, he's almost 16. He's getting harder to buy for. All he really wants is video games and money. But I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't want him unwrapping cat. I want to get a present. So I thought he really likes funny, ironic t-shirts, and I found some really cool ones on Amazon that are like, I can't believe I paused my game to be here, and not to brag, but I totally got out of bed today, shit like that.
That's silly.
But I'm looking at it, and they're like $18 for one t-shirt with one slogan on it. And I just ordered some heat, what's that stuff called? Heat something vinyl for my vinyl cutter.
Yeah.
And you can just cut out stuff and then heat seal it right to a t-shirt. So I'm like, I can make that shit. I'll just make some quotes and put them on there. We'll see if I actually get it accomplished by next week. I honestly don't know. I had to order the shit anyway because I'm making t-shirts
my kids have kind of come to realization that mom's stuff takes a little longer.
Yeah.
And none of them believe in Santa Claus anymore, which is weird because all American children believe in Santa Claus forever.
Right. Mine both do, even though, I mean, the older one, he's almost 60. He still believes in Santa, though, because we made sure he does, because he is American, and that's a big part of his cultural identification.
They believe in Santa Claus and Ninja Turtles, because that's
exactly.
important.
Yes. Totally.
But yeah, they don't really, so we just kind of, here's your gift, like, I like having the magic of Christmas morning, but if I don't have them on Christmas morning, it just depends. So
yeah.
Like, they did Christmas with their dad on Thanksgiving this year, which was fine. And then I'll do Christmas with them on Christmas, because I have them this year. So,
yeah. I got the oldest, I bought him I hope he's not listening in the other room. I don't think he is, because he's probably watching YouTube. But I got him a luxurious new bathrobe. Nice. Because there's nothing better than a nice, luxurious bathrobe. And the one he has is ratty, and he's had it since he was 12, and it's starting to look really ridiculous.
I gave mine to my mom. Mm-hmm. Because mine was, like, too tight on me.
Yeah, I have 4, but every time I go to a thrift shop, which is, like, usually twice a week, I look for bathrobes, and there's a particular style and fabric and size that I like.
So if I came to Minnesota, would I just be able to just tag along with you everywhere?
I mean, do you have a bathrobe you can bring with? I suppose I could probably find you one.
No, I'm just saying if I came to Minnesota, just to like...
Yeah, but I wear bathrobes everywhere I go, so I just want to make sure you understand that's the deal. That if we go out and go shopping...
own a long sleeve shirt.
Oh my God, that depresses me so much.
No, that's not true. I wore a long sleeve dress today and a sweater over it. And a scarf, but then I wore flip-flops with it.
Well, I mean, why would you have a sweater? You've never been to Russia, and it's cold there, but you've never been there before, there's no reason for that.
Well, and if I leave the country, I can't feed my American eagle, my bald eagle.
Yeah, that's very true. Or your dog named Spot. I have a dog named Rex.
I have 2 dogs. I have Spot and Checkers.
Yeah, I like that. I have 2.5 kids, actually. The 2 you know about, and then there's a half a kid. It's a weird situation. So yeah, Christmas. Let's see. I got him a robe. What did I get? Oh, so my younger one, last year he got a laptop computer, and that was the biggest thing ever. He'll never get anything better than that. My mom helped pay for it.
That was a fun Christmas.
My older son had to forego any expensive presents just so the younger one could get the laptop, and he agreed to it. It was, God damn it, cat. This fucking American cat is jumping on me. Anyway, so yeah, so this year there's not much he wants.
Must be a millennial.
They really are. Nice.
Millennials. American millennials.
Eating their avocado toast and so silly. Anyway, yeah, the one thing my 9-year-old wanted the most is a binder to keep his Pokemon cards in.
Aw, that's a fair
literally
ask.
just wants a 3-ring binder to put the Pokemon cards in. Like, I lucked out this year. With the little
card
sleeves
holders
that you can put the Pokemon cards in. Yeah.
I have
like all he wants.
an entire
that
book
and
of
some
that.
video games, but of course
I have
pawned
that
off.
in my house.
Yeah, I pawned the video games off on grandma's, so he can get the video games from them, and then he'll get the little thing from me, and then, oh my God, I found him an exact duplicate of his favorite t-shirt that he just grew out of.
That's awesome.
The exact same shirt, the same brand, the same product, the same style, the same fabric, but it's in his size, and I found one on eBay. So I ordered that, and he better fucking appreciate it, because yeah, he wore that shirt for 3 years straight. He wore it in every school picture. It was his favorite shirt, and he just grew out of it this year.
That's awesome. He'll love it.
I'm hoping he loves it and isn't just like, okay, Mom, I'm kind of over this. Why do you think I still want that shirt?
We made the mistake this year at Thanksgiving of joining the gift exchange with Gentleman Caller's parents with all their cousins. Mm-hmm. And it's no big deal because it's a $15 limit. Cool. Whatever. And then you realize we have 6 kids.
Oh.
15 times 6 is $90.
That's a lot of money.
Because we were like, well, let's just get them all gift cards. No big deal. Like Amazon gift cards. Everybody would love that. It's fine.
Yeah.
$90.
Oh my God.
I'm going to do it because I don't want to fucking shop. But $90.
That sucks.
At least it's offset by the gift cards that I got this weekend, so...
Yeah, I was on Amazon looking at my cart going, it's like $70. Is there anything in here we just don't need? Like,
I hate that. There's this one thing that I keep... It's in my wish list, but I haven't bought it because, it's ridiculous. But there's this thing that I want to get my son, my middle son. It's a Lego set, and it's a ship in a bottle Lego set.
Ooh.
And it's so cool. Like, you make the ship, and then you snap the bottle around it, because it's like this two big pieces. Mm-hmm. But it's like $69. It's
oh my God.
Because Legos are fucking expensive.
Legos are ridiculous.
Right. And I keep
all
looking at it, I'm
American.
like, he would just love it, because he collects...
Yeah.
Every year for his birthday, he gets a big Lego set. Like,
Aww.
he got the rover this year. Like, the moon rover or whatever. And then he's done, some Volkswagen something with like a surfboard. He's done the Beetle. Mm-hmm. He's done a couple cars. He's did like a Hummer one year. He's done Hogwarts. Like, he does the big kits.
Yeah.
And it's his dad's present to him is to take him to the Lego store and let him pick out like anything up to a certain price point.
Yeah.
And, my ex-husband is spendy, so it's like, nothing over $120 or, something
Oh my God.
absurd.
Yeah.
And so, but it's good for him. He loves it. He spends the whole next day just building it, and then he just treasures it. He puts it up on a shelf that's special for that, and he just treasures it.
Yeah, Legos are always good. Like,
but I really want to get him that set because it would be something for me that's completely different
special
from the big sets. And but I also have to get fucking Joy-Cons, which are like $75. So
yeah, that's just nuts. I
was thinking about messaging my ex-husband and be like, hey, do you want to go halvesies on the Joy-Cons, or do you want to just buy them? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to phrase it like that. But
hey, it's worth a try. I mean, Well,
what I was going to say is there's also these just standalone controllers that because they only play certain games on it, and the standalone controllers would actually be better for it. But each controller is $55, so if I buy both controllers, it's like $110.
My God.
But the Joy-Cons are $75 total for two.
Fucking capitalism, man.
Math. So I was sitting there thinking, if I buy one controller and I say, hey, why don't you buy the other? And then we'll each just give one to one kid. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Yeah. But, it depends on if he's reasonable or...
Yeah.
I have to catch him in the right mood.
I just looked up, one of the things on my son's list is a Nerf dart rover. I had no clue what this thing was.
Fantastic.
So I had to look it up. Yeah. Apparently it's like a little push broom that picks up your Nerf darts.
Oh,
it's
cool.
$30.
Yeah, it's expensive. Life is expensive. Really Everything's expensive.
$30 on something he'll probably use twice.
And I don't even want to go to work anymore. I don't want to do anything to support my own existence.
No. It's just... The more I go through life, the more I hate capitalism, and the more I resent that I live in such a shitty system and that I can't fix it.
You mean the American system? That's the best system in the world?
Well, I mean, yeah, that part of it's good. I didn't mean to imply that capitalism is bad with my statement
you're
that I
not going to
just
say
made.
that, Lenin's socialism or whatever. Is
No.
No.
Socialism's bad. Communism's really, really bad. Like
Marxism is
I know this because my American teachers taught me that communism is the worst thing ever. So that's what I believe. Because
my American teachers taught me that as they were hanging out with me after school at the malt bar, where we were.
Was it the sock hop?
Chit-chatting about boys.
Yeah, about American boys. Good
American boys
date
and
foreigners.
Cadillac cars.
Yeah, we don't deal with foreigners at all.
No Fiats into this bitch. I don't even know. We never did the patrons. We need to do the patrons.
Well, yeah, we need to do the patrons. We're only halfway into the show. It's fine.
Are we?
Yep. Totally halfway into the show. I'm so distracted because Maddie just sent me a message and she's actually in town right now. But she's only going to be in town for a few more hours and there's no way I can see her because she came into town for a family event and
Rude.
I'm just like, oh, you're here. You're so close that I can't see you.
I want to go to Minnesota and I want to see you and I want to see Maddie and I want to see Hertzie and I want to see the Lennox McCools. Clan.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see all of those.
Polycule and Dell. Don't forget Dell. She's amazing.
I've never met Dell. I would love to meet Dell. That would be fantastic.
Dell is stupendous. They are so cool. Oh, Maddie just messaged me. Let's see what it says. If I could get away.
Love her.
If I could get away, I'd ask to come crash your recording. Oh, I told her I'm recording with some bitch right now and I can't do anything.
Gross.
So, yeah.
But yeah, that's, I would love to meet Maddie. I would love, not meet, I've already know Maddie, but I would love to see Maddie and
to hang
her
out.
lovely wife again, because they are fantastic and super
see us
fun.
all in our natural environment.
Super fun to hang out with.
Minnesota in the USA.
In the American USA, yeehaw,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Republic of Eagles.
Whatever. Something like that. So, patrons,
Big
I was
Apple,
going to
New
do that, and
York.
then I just totally up and forgot them. Since it is Christmas time, our patrons feel like they're giving us a Christmas present all the time by sending us their money, and
You really are. You make a huge difference.
it's huge. I was able to spend $20 to ship one box to the Left of the Valley podcast,
And they don't
just
even
to fuck with
deserve
them.
it.
Just to fuck with them. I made a prank gift.
We
It's
fight
fantastic.
for your benefit and for your pleasure.
Yeah, I would not have been able to send that prank box were it not for the Delightful Bitchcraft Patreon money. So, and I even sat there for a minute going, oh, $20, because it's kind of a heavy
at
box.
some point, we need to go to another con.
Yeah.
I'm going to get Taco Bell married at some point, but that's not going to be Patreon money.
No.
You guys save
it
your
could
money.
be.
Just come. I'll post it in the Soup Talk group. You guys can just come with
it'll be
whenever.
fun. Everybody just show up.
Yeah, everybody just show up. Well, I'll just post it. So here's the thing. You can't schedule the exact time. You have to order it from the menu that day.
How many people are getting married at Taco Bell?
I don't know. I don't think
Is
it's
this
a lot.
thing? I don't.
But because I was like, can't we just schedule it and do this whole thing? And no, we looked it up online. You have to go inside the specific Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll tell the date, like here, we're here this week or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have like approximation, like we're going to shoot for Thursday or whatever, But you go in that morning and you have to order it from the menu.
Oh
Wedding
my
at
God.
5 or whatever. Yeah.
Weird.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Las Vegas right about now. It's so fucking cold here. Did I mention it's the time of year I like to start bitching about the cold incessantly?
Do you have a cat, too?
The cat is on my lap right at this moment. She is snuggled up, sleeping in a little circle.
So my car is a little bitch, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's kind of cold, it has this snowflake little icon,
Mm-hmm.
and it has this loud, annoying dinging sound that continuously goes off until the car warms up.
Well,
Like,
it's
really?
from Minnesota.
Well, it's probably because I'm driving it when it's still cold.
Mm-hmm. That's not good.
It needs to just get over it because I have to get to work. I am on
Well,
mandatory
you
overtime,
gotta
and I have
warm
to
up
be
a
in
car.
my seat by 5:45 if I want to get my 2 hours of overtime and still get home in a decent hour. So,
Have you ever had remote start on your car?
yes, this one's supposed to, but I don't.
So amazing.
I had it on my last car, but the sales chart said that this one has it, but my key fob doesn't. So I think this is like a reorder of a key fob, so it doesn't have the remote start button.
Oh.
And I'm not going to pay the
was-
$200 or whatever to get replacement key fob.
I was in St. Paul at my brother's house baking magical Christmas cookies yesterday. Turns out I'm really good at it. I'm going to post some pictures in the Soup Talk group because I killed it with the cookies.
With your sweetest thing that it made you throw up.
It was amazing. But my sister-in-law was telling me that in St. Paul, like the city had put out an advisory because people will start their cars in the morning and leave them on the street running, getting ready to go. And people actually will steal them.
Why?
They'll steal them and leave them somewhere else. So, like, people will get just frustrated because they're cold and they'll just get in a car and, like, drive to work or wherever they're going to go and just leave the car there and abandon it.
Hilarious.
Which I'm like, of course they do. It's fucking cold outside. And if you don't have a car, like, I get it. I totally get it. It's, Anyway, so yes, we do have a Patreon page,
And
much
they're
like
fantastic.
every other podcast. Ours is the best one, though. Ours is so much better than every other Patreon podcast, especially Cognitive Dissonance and
Especially the boys.
Scathing Atheist and God Awful Movies. Ours
They've
is
had
way
more
better than
women on it
theirs.
lately. I mean, they're not us. But I've noticed that they've had more women on the last, like,
if
4
the
or
women
5
aren't
episodes.
us, then I don't listen
I
to it.
don't think
so.
bitching about their show is a way to get on it.
You don't think so? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out, I guess, won't we? At the $6.66 a month level, which is our Devil's Chili level.
They'll be like, hey, bend down so I can reach your face. Boom.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have bent down.
If you join us at the Devil's Chili level, the $6.66 a month level, you will get a shout out on every show. So I need to do my shout outs.
Yes, and you'll be in good company with Schmishtina.
Yes. So we have Andy,
who force-fed me this weekend. I was telling Amy about that, but
that did sound amazing.
Yeah, she literally screamed at me and all of the other guests, "Eat your fucking food!"
Well,
because everybody was talking, and
she spent time making it.
It was really funny though. She was like, "Eat your fucking food." I sent her a message this morning. I'm like, "We forgot to get pictures of you force feeding us," and she's like, "I know." And I was like, "It's okay. I'm sure you'll threaten us again, and we'll all be sobbing over our green beans." And she was like, "Most likely."
Yeah.
Actually, she said assuredly because she's smarter than me.
Yeah. Is anybody not? I'm just...
Your cat.
Oh, she's brilliant. She's sitting here right now and she's very warm and beautiful.
Fuck
You're
that
so
furry
beautiful.
bitch.
Anyway, so Andy, who bought me a cat sweater that is now my official podcasting
adorable.
sweater. And we've got Natalie, and Natalie is also my secret sock exchange buddy for our
I don't do
Facebook
that
group
because
that we're
I
in.
will not send anything out. I will be happy to receive socks, but I will never send anything.
Well,
I'm terrible at the United States Postal Service.
It's the one thing a year I get that I genuinely like.
Although I'm wearing fuzzy socks, I'm wearing pink and white striped socks, and they're fantastic. But I bought them myself with my green
socks,
American
Amy.
money with no pictures on it, other than George Washington and Lincoln.
It's not just socks. You also get other goodies. And so, yes, I am putting together a goodie box with socks and other things for Natalie. It's amazing.
Everybody can send me socks and
I'm not sending
goodies.
you anything. I just sent you other shit. So.
Yeah, I know. It was fantastic. And
It wasn't that great. It wasn't as good as what I'm sending Natalie. That's all I'm saying.
Well, fuck that.
Yeah. We also have Nuggin and Freethinker215 and Chief Wiggum support the American Civil Liberties Union. Did I get that right? Schmishtina, the mysterious Schmishtina who apparently yells at people to eat.
Yeah, she's horrifying. Or not horrifying, terrifying.
Yeah. We've got
She's
April,
she's a terrifying human.
April is one of our newer patrons, and we've also got Life in the Left Lane podcast. Have you listened to that?
I try not to listen to smut.
I don't. It's
I
one of those things where
smut.
I feel like I should.
Good old-fashioned American smut.
Well, it's two dudes that are just what they're talking about is how great communism is, and I can't get down with that. So
I do not support anything.
No, they are very into the socialism and the lefty stuff, and that's not us. We are Ronald Reagan, Eisenhower loving, under God saying
Dalmatian owning, firefighter writing. I don't know.
We
American
also
shit.
We have a $10 a month level, and with the $10 a month level, you get your very own soup bowl, personalized by yours truly. I will put your name on it and other fun stuff at my discretion.
Should slap some dicks on that.
There might be some dicks. That's all I'm saying.
American.
Who doesn't love an American dick? That's a really great
probably Canadians.
Pull quote that somebody could use if they wanted to.
American dicks.
Do Canadians even have dicks?
I am not going to send them any of my dicks in jars, though. I wouldn't. They will pry those from my cold, dead hands.
Kidding me? Don't share those. Those are yours.
I'm not even sending pictures of those. They're precious.
Did I tell you about Andy?
Secret, not sacred, like the temple ceremony in Mormon church.
I don't know if I mentioned this on the last show, but I was like out at an event with Andy, our patron Andy, and I had a chocolate orange with me, and I was going to share it with the table.
Rude.
And I opened, it was at this liberal get-together thing, so I opened it up and I cracked it open and I told people they could take a slice, and he said, sharing is for suckers, and pushed it back at me. I was like, you need to eat that whole thing yourself. Don't share with these people. But I did share with them, and they were grateful, and it was delicious.
Yeah, chocolate oranges are good. I buy one every time I go to the grocery store.
I want one so much, and I've been out for like 3 days. Anyway,
I only eat like a piece every now and then because
oh God, no. I'll eat half at a time, and I'll eat the whole thing in one day.
And I'm really excited to get into my chocolate that I got on Saturday. It's like the Ferrero Rocher or whatever, like mixed
Mr.
box.
Withaway likes those. I think they're gross.
Good, more for
Anyway.
me.
Okay, so, oh, god damn it. My child is requesting. I have this thing set up where if my kid is going to get a game on a phone,
Yeah,
it's
mine
got
does
a
that too.
request. But then I constantly get these buzzing things.
Yeah.
He would like to get, what?
I get that
this
from their
called
Chromebooks too.
God
They're like, they want to
Sandbox?
play this game or they want more minutes on their computer. I'm like, I bet
Yeah.
they do. So it's kind of fun to deny them time from my house while they're at their dad's house.
Check this out. This is what this game is actually called. World Box God Sandbox. It sounds like you actually play God. It says, become a ruler of your own world. Now with tutorial and with more brush sizes. More content coming soon.
Sounds like a good American game.
God damn it. Shoo, get out of that basket. She's in a picnic basket and making tons of noise. I'm going to go ahead and approve this because I know my son just really wants to be God and it'll make him happy. So anyway, okay, $10 patrons.
$10
We've
patrons.
got our
Sorry, it's taking us forever.
59th favorite Rich. I picked
Merry
59
Christmas.
because I'm watching the third season of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and it
I
takes place
have
in
never
1959.
made it past the first season. I love the show, but I'm never home to watch anything by myself.
Yeah.
Because we still like watch everything in a snuggle ball because we're disgusting.
Because you're gross.
Yeah, I'm super gross. So everything has to be like 2 thumbs up. I mean, he'll be like, yeah, you can watch your things. I'm like, but can I? I mean, I can, but can I?
Yeah, no, you got to share everything. You got to wait to, whatever. Gross.
I'm super
Rich,
excited that
hopefully-
Picard's coming out, if anyone asks.
I sent Rich a surprise bundle in the mail because
Aw.
he's having a rough time with holidays. I think he doesn't like them, and I
I
really
don't like
do.
him either.
So
Ask me where my tree is in someone else's fucking house.
my tree is beautiful, and it's in my
Mine
living
is too.
room.
It's
But
beautiful in her house.
I'm excited for Rich to get his. It's nothing big. It's like a little ornament I made that says "Happy Motherfucking Holidays" on it. So, and a little magnet. It's a
Mine
whole
was
thing.
zero Christmassy, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, yours had not a hint of Christmas in it.
I might
We've
throw
also
a tree up
got-
when the kids are here just to shut them up, but other than that, I'm not Christmassy.
My mom keeps complaining because she does not want to put up a Christmas tree, but apparently my dad does want to put up a Christmas tree. And my dad will put the tree up, but he won't decorate it.
See, I never
And so that
decorate
means my
mine.
mom would have to decorate it, but I'm like,
leave it
Mom, just
for my
don't
kids
do
to
it.
decorate, and I just let them throw the shit wherever they want, and I don't care because I think the tree is pretty enough, just bare with the lights on it. Like I just love it like that.
My thing is, like, if my dad is the one that wants the tree up, then he can
He
put
should
the
put the
ornaments on
ornaments on.
himself. It's not
Or have the
hard.
grandkids come over and put the
Or-
ornaments on.
Put the tree up and the ornaments never make it on. I don't.
That's what I do.
She
So,
said he'll
honestly,
put it up.
this
but
year
then,
I'm in a
yeah.
2-bedroom apartment. All my shit's in storage. I don't want to do it. I just don't feel it. Like
Well,
I
when your
might.
shit is in storage. It's so much work.
I just don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have so much crap. I don't even. I keep
I'm
trying to
way
give away all
behind.
my stuff. I'm like, does anyone need a couch or another couch?
I am
Or
so
a
far
couch?
behind on my Instagram ornament series. I need to go take some
that
pictures
was
tonight.
a little ambitious.
It really was. I don't know what made me think I could take a picture every single day.
I would just take
$10
pictures
a
of
month
30
level.
of them at once and then just post them every day.
I need to start keeping track of like how many times have I said $10 a month level and then just gone off onto a different topic.
My phone was yelling at me for not sleeping enough, and I've drank a beer, so I'm probably the contributor to that.
It's really hard podcasting is what we're saying. You guys don't realize how hard this is. So
It's not hard podcasting. It's hard being grateful.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Yesh and we've got Wendy and we've got Elvin Engineer. Those are our $10 patrons.
And
Thank you so
honestly,
much.
we love you guys, and we're so grateful.
We really do. And oh shit, I didn't make a bowl for Elvin Engineer yet.
Wow.
I need to get on that. I haven't even
Amy
started.
with a Y
I'm
is less
so
grateful
terrible.
because she's kind of an American bitch.
I spent the entire day just sorting out beads because I used to do beading, like for
I've done
not beating with a T, but beading with a D and making necklaces and shit. And I had all this stuff and I never use it, so I
made,
just spent all day sorting it today.
When I had my first baby, I made toe rings from home.
Ooh.
It was with this company that was all women from home and all moms.
Mm-hmm.
And it was toe rings and bracelets And I used to make toe rings, because toe rings is what you start at. And you made 10 cents per toe ring. And you would make like 100 and something at a time, just all one order. And then you would do a different style, and you do like a couple hundred at a time. So I would get paid, it was fairly decent money. I would just sit there and tie toe rings all day. Because they were like that stretchy, elastic, like whatever.
So like they sent you the supplies to do it, and then you assembled it, or you had to get your own?
I went to, the company owner lived nearby, and so I would just go to her house and pick up my materials and my orders, like, you need 500 of this one, and you need 600 of this one, and we need 1,000 of this one, or whatever. And so I would just put my baby in his little bouncer and just turn on the little vibrator or whatever, and the vibration and the lights and whatever, and turn on Elmo's World.
We know how much you like your vibrators. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just sit there and do that and just make them it would take me a couple days, and then I just go and drop them back off, and she'd give me a check, and yeah.
We also have $20 a month patrons at the $20 a month level.
That's what happens when you don't do it at the beginning.
Well, I know. The thing is, like, I was sorting out my craft supplies, and I don't know how I never thought of it before, but my sister-in-law told me yesterday, I have this whole part of my house that is a toy room that nobody uses. And she's like, "What? I don't know why you don't just make that like your craft area." She said, "There's a TV right there. That's where the fireplace is." And I seriously felt just stupid for not thinking of that on my own. Like,
does she live in town?
It makes perfect sense. No, she does not. But I have a toy room for kids that never play with toys and never go in the basement. So why am I keeping it a toy room when it could be a lovely craft area, and that's where I could keep all my crafty shit?
What's it like having a basement?
It's weird. It's cold. It's always cold in the basement.
I'd go down there when I was having hot flashes. I mean, not that I have hot flashes because I'm over 27.
Yeah.
But if I ever have hot flashes.
When you're feeling really hot. Because you feel hot a lot of the time. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, man. So I don't know if this is like age-related. I'm sure it is. Mm-hmm. Where one day you'll feel just like you look great and awesome and everything is good. And then the next day I seriously feel like I am a gigantic sausage, like wrapped in a giant skin bag. Mm-hmm. Like I've gained 50 pounds in one day.
I don't think that's possible. I recently started wearing eye makeup to work again because I went through a huge depression last year, and when you're depressed, the literal last thing you think of is wearing makeup. You just don't give a shit. But I'm like, I'm going to start wearing some eye makeup again. And I'll get home at the end of the day and look at myself in the mirror getting ready to wash my face and think, my God, I look so much better with eye makeup. I look ridiculous without eye makeup. I need to never not be wearing eye makeup. It's like I'm a totally different person. And
you know, the thing that makes all the difference for me is it's real simple, is just moisturizer.
Yeah.
Because it just, like, my skin looks so sad without moisturizer. And then I put my moisturizer on and I'm like, okay. Because it, like, vibrants me up, I guess.
I need blush because I look like a corpse at all times.
Well, I'm pink.
I need a good blush. Yeah, not me.
I'm a pink redhead. But I put mascara on, and then all my lipsticks went bad, so I need more lipsticks, but I can't afford them right now.
See, I don't wear lipstick. Lipstick bugs me, but I wear colored chapstick.
I wear bright red lipstick, or dark brown, like the darkest brown you can find. It's like Crazy for Coffee, or Mochajito, or whatever it's called, like Raisin in the Sun. Like, those are all lipsticks I've owned.
I just don't like the texture.
Now I have like very true red. Like I wear reds or browns, like real dark colors.
It always gets so cakey on your lips. And
yeah,
I think I lick my lips way too often. And ugh.
I'm like a pale redhead, but for some reason my face just absorbs. I just absorb all that color. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that I can wear like super, super dark and it doesn't look super, super dark.
If I wear like Fire Engine red lipstick, I look like I'm trying way too hard to
see, and that's how my sister is. Like, we put on the same lipstick, and it looks real bad on her. Like, she looks like she's trying to be goth or something. Yeah, and it looks like it's a neutral to me because I'm already like, all my coloring is just real weird. It's very.
Maybe it's all the freckles. I don't know.
It's good American coloring.
Did you know that we have $20 a month patrons who send us $20 a month or more?
Okay, carry on.
It's true. You wouldn't believe it, but it's happening.
You wouldn't believe it by this show for sure.
Every single week, I'm like, how are these people sending us this much money?
I can't believe it.
I really can't. I know we say that a lot, But it's true. Like, I can't think of anybody I like enough to send them $20 a month just for talking. Nobody. Not a single person. Like, can you think of anybody you like enough to send $20 a month just for talking? I wouldn't give my kids $20 a month just for talking. If my cat could talk, that's a different story. She would deserve it then, but because she's beautiful. So our favorite patron who sends us $20 a month is Ashley, the lady doctor. She's amazing, and we hope she's having a wonderful Christmas or secular non-denominational holiday of her choice.
No, we say Christmas in America.
Oh, you're right. It's Merry Christmas. We don't say Happy Holidays around here. God damn it, it's Merry Christmas.
We're on Christmas. Are you freaking kidding me? Thanks, Obama.
I told my mom, people keep coming into the shop, and, you know, I work with my mom at our thrift shop now, and people will come in and be Merry Christmas. And I told her one of these times, I just want to, when someone comes up to the counter and says Merry Christmas, I want to just deadpan my face and say, I'm Jewish, and just have an awkward silence and not crack a smile and just see how they react, because I think it would be really funny.
She didn't think it was funny, did she?
Just because I'm a bitch. No, she did not think it was nearly as funny as I did. She didn't appreciate it. She thought it was very mean-spirited.
My mom never thinks my jokes are funny either.
Yeah, my mom thinks I'm just mean, and I think that's hysterical. Like, can you imagine somebody, just how flustered they would get if you were just like,
oh, you
I'm
know
Jewish.
I can imagine that. I love saying things and just staring at people and waiting.
Yeah, it's so funny. And when you have a thrift shop, you have an unlimited resource of people coming in all day that you can just say weird things to. Apparently, I swear all day at work, which I didn't even realize, but my mom told me I need to tone it down on the swearing in front of customers. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but...
Did you say fuck that?
I pretty much did. I'm like, I don't know.
Did you say, what are you going to do, fucking fire me?
When do I fucking swear? She's like, you use the word fuck a lot in front of my customers. I honestly don't know I'm doing it. It's such a part of my vocabulary
do it too, and
that I just
it's probably not appropriate in an office either.
Yeah, it's really not. But you know what? These people are getting to know me, and they know I like the word fuck, so what are you going to do? We've also got our wonderful $20 patron, Randall, who, as we've mentioned before, is just fine.
He is perfectly all right, and we appreciate him.
He's a good American. He's a solid American citizen, is what he is. He's one of our great American heroes, like Ronald McDonald and Ronald Reagan.
Bill
Clinton and Dwight D. Eisenhower. I don't know.
Howdy doody.
Other Americans.
Sputnik.
Because America's the best country on God's green earth, and we all know this.
Sputnik was American, right? No.
I
remember it being
mistaken.
important in the country that I was in.
I think we're not supposed to be talking about Sputnik.
Crap. I just remember it being important in the country I was in as a child.
Were you at the same meeting I was at where they were like, don't talk about the Sputnik thing? And
no.
We might get in trouble. I'm just saying.
Getting to the moon first, and that could work for any country.
Okay, so we've also got our second place patron, who I assume is an American, but I don't really know.
You can't assume.
Called Always the Bridesmaid, Never the Bride, which is a very American saying, and I really enjoy it. You know? I don't think they have that in Russia. I think that's a strictly American saying, always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
It's only American.
Well, it's only good if it's from America.
It's a very xenocentric...
There are other things in the world, and there are other countries like Russia.
I mean, that's adorable, and they can exist, but
they're not good like us. Yeah. Our top patron...
I'm going to go shoot my guns and ride my horse later. It's fun.
Yeah. And are you going to eat a hamburger, too? Mm-hmm. I'm going to eat like 5 hamburgers,
Followed by a steak.
God, that sounds really good right now.
And a beer.
Yes, an American beer. Not even a German one.
I actually just drank a Mexican beer.
Is Coors American? I don't.
I did. I just drank a Mexican beer. That doesn't count, does it?
You should stop doing that.
Dude,
the Mexicans are taking our jobs away.
It's Mexican hot chocolate stout. It's delicious.
I don't know about that. Top patron is someone called Bruno Radellini, is really good in Die Hard. I have no idea what that means.
We don't
and I
even
think
know
our
what
top
you're
patron
about,
knows that I don't know what that means.
It sounds like a good American Christmas movie.
I think he's just trying to make fun of me because he knows I'm old and I don't know cultural references
that movie
like
is
that.
Old. You should have seen that movie.
It's really old.
I haven't seen it because I'm too delicate and sensitive.
You're too young, really, is the thing.
Super young.
Yeah. So yes, thank you all so much for your patronage. Our
And we
top
started
patron,
at half the show, and we made it all the way through, just trying to get through the page.
which is so unlike us. Like, when do we do that? We always get through the patrons, and we stay on task, and it's only been an hour, so I don't. So I know this show hasn't actually been that Christmassy because we don't know what we're doing and we're both tired, but I have a funny story that also has nothing to do with Christmas because it just happened and you'll get a kick out of it. So I was just upstairs making my family scrambled eggs and toast for dinner, like a good wife, a good American wife.
Yeah.
I don't even know what borscht is. So you
have to watch Madagascar 3.
It was definitely eggs and toast.
It's
So
eggs
I'm
and toast.
cracking the eggs into a bowl, and one of them was a twin yolk, which was really cool. So I told my younger son, I'm like, you got to come over here and see this. This one would be twins. And he looked at it, and he's like, oh, that's cool. And he said, so we're killing the baby chickens, right?
No, the baby chickens were never fertilized.
And then we had to have an entire discussion about what abortion is. And I don't know how well I did with that discussion, but I was just like, no, because the baby chickens aren't really baby chickens yet. Like, the eggs could turn into baby chickens, but they're not yet, so we're not really killing them. And I'm like, do you understand? And he just goes, no.
Are they, though?
Yeah, it's a whole... It's like we're just...
Like, if you grab them early enough, they're not?
I don't... Like, I know what I'm talking... I don't know anything about chickens.
I thought it was just because those eggs are not fertilized.
I don't know anything about chickens.
Like,
I assume
those are
you're
strictly
right.
just eggs. Like, those are just ovaries, essentially. Like, to
But they've
mammalize
got the
it.
yolk sac, though. Like, isn't that the whole point of the
like
yolk
mammal
sac?
and out. Del, help a sister out, please.
Yeah, Del. We
Hook
really
us
should
up.
know this because we're good
Look
Americans.
us up.
What?
Yeah, I am.
I guess
public
I
school,
was...
American public school.
I was under the assumption that any
I was
egg,
too
if
busy
sat on,
hiding from
would turn into
guns.
a chicken.
And well, that's
I think
too real.
we're gonna get a real long email from Del about how ignorant we are of farming,
They're just gonna be like, "Listen, you ignorant fucks."
which is totally appropriate.
It's appropriate and fair.
We are ignorant
and
fucks. Definitely
warranted.
fair. Del works 25,000 times harder than either of us.
As we have said, good old-fashioned American school system.
The best in the world. First class.
Clearly.
There aren't smarter people in the world than the Americans.
We're
and
hugely smart.
That's
But
because
yeah,
our school
I
system is
always
better than
thought
everyone
it was
else's.
because they were not fertilized. Like, the presence of a rooster has to be there in order for the chickens to lay eggs, but they're not fertilized because they're not allowed to have any shenanigans. But I don't know what's going on. I honestly
don't...
My mom's from a farm, but I tuned out when she started talking about churning butter.
It sounds boring, to be fair.
Exactly.
I assume that they come and take the eggs, and if the chicken is allowed to sit on the egg, it'll turn into a chick eventually. But since it can't and it gets cold, it's just not.
One of us is right, or we're both wrong.
That's true. We could both be right and wrong in certain ways. Let us
Right.
know, Del, because we're
Please let
not
us know.
very bright. So do you have anything else that you want to talk about with
No, I'm
Christmas other than that? You know what? It's okay to not like Christmas. I feel like we should point that out.
I'm
There's
kind
people
of
who hate
indifferent
it.
this year because I'm in a little apartment and I just don't want to put the effort forth.
Yeah, and like
Plus, $90 for the fucking gift exchange.
so
Are you
ridiculous.
kidding me?
Oh my god.
Although two of them, some of our kids are exchanging with each other. So basically it's a wash, which is dumb.
I hate that. You know what else I hate? Like, I know I'm not probably in the majority, but gift cards just, I feel,
I hate them.
I
But
hate them because
seriously, I can
feel
just
like,
order them all. I can print them all out and I can just put them in a freaking card.
well, in your situation, it makes total sense. But like,
'Cause-
we have 2 children and
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Withaway is like, well, they just want cash. Well, I'm not going to wrap up cash. We're just making a banking transaction at that point.
My kids have more fun with a Target gift card than anything else on the planet. Because they can walk through the aisles. They love it.
See, I would have to actually take them to Target
That's
to
what I do. I
experience
take
that.
them to
and
Target. And we
I hate
spend
taking them
it,
anywhere,
but they
so-
have more fun with a Target gift card than with anything else. Unless
Yeah, I
I
guess
buy
that makes
them,
sense.
like a $150 freaking Rover or something,
Yeah, everybody
Which I'm
needs
not.
one of those.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate nothing huge coming out this year in the video game world, so that I get a break from having to spend hundreds of dollars on Christmas.
I don't even want anything other than I want to be able to find my green purse. Do you know where my green purse is?
I think I have it. I mean, I have a green purse. I have 2 of them, so one of them could be yours.
I have 2 green purses too, but I don't want that one that I know where it's at. I want the other one.
Did you leave it in the same closet as your shoes?
My shoes are all over the floor. Do not know. I'm going to find it. I don't know
because my cat is assaulting me again.
It's near my pink purse. I know that. I put them in the same place, but I do not know where it's at. So that's my big Christmas wish is I want to know where my green purse is.
I don't want anything but a couple more chocolate oranges and a goddamn day off. Oh, that would be so wonderful.
What's a day off? I haven't had a day off in...
I'm never going to have a day off.
Yesterday,
even when I have a day off, I don't have a day off.
We drove an hour, and then I had to leave because I was so far away from my work. I had to drive an hour and a half all the way into work, so I had to leave at like 4 something in the morning just to get to work on time.
Yeah, I spent all day sorting craft supplies so that I could walk into one of the rooms again because it was just littered with craft supplies. So it needed to be done. But that's,
have you heard of storage
even when I have a day off, I can't.
Mine's awesome.
You know what I want to do? I want to be able to go to a movie. On Christmas Day, I want to go by myself to a movie.
Yes. I asked Dylan McCall if he wanted to go see Knives Out tonight or tomorrow night. I want to go see people stab each other. I assume that's what it means.
Well, I haven't heard of... I've heard of Frozen 2, but that's the only movie I know about that's out right now. Knives Out? That's not the same thing?
Knives Out.
That's not... Is it about princesses?
Probably.
Okay. I mean, it sounds good. I'm just saying. I haven't been to an actual grown-up adult movie that I would enjoy for quite some time. So
I saw Zombieland 2.
I want everyone to fuck off and let me go to a movie.
I have a very particular taste in the theater. I want to be scared.
Ooh, not me.
But not like a scary horror movie.
Drama.
Not like a scary movie. I just want... Like, Zombieland's perfect because it's funny, and there's jumpy moments, and it's gory, but then it's like you leave and you're not scared still.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie. Didn't care for it one bit.
The second one's just as good, so you wouldn't like that one.
The last time I went to the theater, I saw Downton Abbey, but I was with my parents, and so I had to...
I haven't seen that yet.
Listen to my mom complain about me eating popcorn and how I know it's bad for me and I shouldn't eat it, but I was eating it anyway, and I just couldn't enjoy it, so... Now I need to go by myself so I can eat all the popcorn I want and not have people be judgy about it. Because popcorn is American, just like me.
And tomato soup.
And tomato soup and blueberries in it. I did tell you, for Christmas this year, I'm getting my adorable twin nieces who are 6 years old.
You also mentioned it in the last episode.
Did I? The cute little crowns I bought them?
You did.
Well, our episodes might be switched around, I'm thinking.
I think they should be switched around, actually.
I think we have 2 previous ones, but I think we should release this one next. I don't know.
I think we should release this one and then the other ones. And then
I agree.
The real bad one.
I think so, too. Yeah, I think so, too.
I mean, not that no, it's a bad one.
It's not. It's bad. It's a bummer, and maybe we could wait till after the holidays for the bummer. How about that?
Yeah, we basically, cut our guts open, and we're like, look at inside of all of this. Look at this.
Yeah, and then the intestines just kind of spill out onto the floor, and it's just weird and gross, and yeah.
Like if we look at the squishy sounds. Mm-hmm. That's what
it's not a good Christmas gift.
If someone sliced my guts, I would play with them. Probably.
Yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode we recorded. Yeah, so we'll wait to share that with you until after you had all of your festive fun for the holiday.
We're like, you know what's not fun? This episode.
So in case listeners haven't heard it, because this episodes are switched around, I'm getting my twin nieces adorable little tiaras and vintage necklaces and vintage rings and vintage purses, and it's so cute. And my boys were helping me pick out which jewelry should go to which twin, because they have very distinctive personalities. So
yes, they do.
I'm like, which necklace for which one and which purse, and we all spent a lot of time debating it. Very American
sounding when you say that. I appreciate that.
Well, I like American girls should be taught how to be pretty and how to judge their worth based on what their husband does, and so that's what I'm trying to help out with. So,
great,
because I'm American. So, you got anything
Merry
else?
Christmas.
Is that it?
No, just Merry Christmas, because that's what we say here. And,
put the Christ back in Christmas.
Yeah, always.
I'm going to get really offended if someone says Happy Holidays to me. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to throw my Starbucks cup right in their American faces.
You can still go and buy a
and then they're
flying
screwed
spaghetti
because
monster.
they don't have American health care.
If you go to delightfulbitchcraft.com, you'll find our Etsy shop, and there are 3 spaghetti monsters on there that nobody's bought yet.
Oh my gosh, I haven't done shit.
You have not done shit. Nothing.
Jack shit.
I got 2 orders today that I have to pack already, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to go do that. Anyway.
I can't even bring something to work because I literally type all day.
Yeah.
Because I do like coding shit.
That sounds really boring. I did decide I'm not going to make mugs anymore and sell them because it's just not worth it. The amount it costs to ship that shit.
Yeah.
And the cost of buying it and it's just, the profit is not worth it. So be forewarned, people.
Well, I'm sure pillows are easy because they're easy to ship.
Pillows are light. And
they're light.
Even creepy doll lamps, they're fairly light to ship, and I can make a lot more money on them. So look for some new things popping up in the Etsy shop in the future. Wine glasses.
Once I get married, I can just sit on my ass and just coast the rest of my life, right?
Well, yeah, you'll get to eat bonbons and watch TV.
I'll
I was led to believe that's what marriage is.
Are all about. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go
have a Merry Christmas, everyone, especially Rich.
Yes, Rich, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Enjoy the package that my mother better have put in the mail because I sent it with her to the post office. So
do sing the Christmas carols, especially the Wham one.
Yes, everybody loves that. I heard it in Walgreens the other day. It's fantastic. And there was something else I was going to say. I forgot what it was. Rick rolling.
Other American.
And whatever you do not listen to Left at the Valley podcast with their weird hosts that all have K names.
Unless you go back to the one that we're on, because that one's the best one.
That was a really good one. Yeah, I take that back. That was a good episode. The rest of them are garbage. Don't even bother. Yeah. And we're going to break them up eventually anyway, so we're already working on it.
There's just more of them. I don't even know. There are like 10 or 12 people.
Something I don't like that. It's like this huge Canadian round table with the moose on it. All right. Merry Christmas. And
Merry Christmas,
will
everybody.
See you next time for a really depressing episode.
Yeah, you're welcome ahead of time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, hello. This is Vladimir Putin. I don't know this Amy and this Amy. They're definitely not Russian spies. And they never return the email messages, that's what I've heard, from other people. They don't send me the emails or the messages on the Facebooks. How did they find this out? We were supposed to make sure they blended in with the American culture and the Coca-Cola and the YouTube and the cats. Who is responsible for this? Get download on the phone now.
Secular soup creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.